Hello, small business supporters. I'm Savvy, your gay aunt from the 80s, and today I am here to tell you how one side of my channel heavily influenced another side of my channel, or in other words, how my awesome friends in the anti-MLM community helped become the inspiration for my newest book that's coming out, #SavvyBusinessOwner.
Hit you some nuts.
There was lots of memes.
Makes me wonder if I should take up lesbianism.
Chicago.
You guys asked for it.
All right, real quick before we get into the video. ASMR Savvy here, what's up? Today's video was brought to you by my Patreon supporters. Please check out all of their links in my description below. All my top tier patrons have their websites or YouTube channels or social media linked, so you want to check them all out because they're great. Thank you all so much for helping support this channel. One other quick thing before we get too deep into the video, I want to give a shout out to MLM Mombi on Instagram. There is MLM Mombi. I shouted out this Instagram account in the video that I did about Unique, the makeup company, and their problems with racism recently, because MLM Mombi is an account that does a ton of excellent research into the different ways that MLM companies have been exploiting people. MLM Mombi is one of the founders of Americans Against MLMs, but also, let me show you what else I'm wearing. Check out these earrings. They're little purple pyramids. MLM Mombi made me these earrings and sent them to me in the mail, so I just want to give you a shout out. Thank you so much for these earrings. I love them so much. They are so cute. I just got the little pyramids. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. So now I can wear pyramid earrings and talk about how I hate pyramid schemes. It's great. So everyone, make sure you go follow MLM Mombi and Americans Against MLM because these accounts are really doing a lot of great work. So as many of you may know, I have a new book coming out. I recently did a cover reveal for it. Here it is. It's called #SavvyBusinessOwner. Now, you see this ugly not for resale strip across it. This is just on the proof. And those of you who got a copy early, who got a review copy, it also will have this ugly strip on it. So you can just be like, I got a first edition. I got a special edition of the book that has an ugly stripe on it. This book is going to be releasing on September 8th, 2020, which is my 28th birthday. It is going to be available in both ebook and paperback. The ebooks will be up for pre-order before the paperbacks. That's just kind of how the system works, and I apologize for any inconvenience. I want to talk about this book a little. First, let me read you the back of it. Here's what it says. Warning! This book is not for boss babes who want to build an empire. This book will not teach you how to get rich, especially not quickly. This is a book of specific tips for small business owners. All right, that's the big thing across the top. I'm not going to teach you to get rich quick. I don't know how to get rich quick. I don't even know how to get rich slowly. I'm not rich now. So like, if that's what you're looking for, go read Grant Cardone's book. Anyway, this book is not going to motivate you. If you need Savvy, who's likely a stranger you met on the internet, to tell you that you can do it, then you might not be ready to start a business. This is more than a self-help book targeted at entrepreneurial women. In this book, Savvy tells the full story behind the award-winning book and toy business, The Forever Home Friends, from raising the money to start it, to registering an LLC, and more. You'll learn how to craft a sales pitch, how to generate startup capital, and more, all while Savvy gushes about cute dogs. If you hated Girl Stop Apologizing, you'll love #SavvyBusinessOwner. On the back, because normally business books, they have a picture of the author who's the entrepreneur looking very professional, like in their suit and doing some kind of like pose or some kind of or something like that. But I was like, you know what, this matches the color scheme better, and also I'm holding up a bunch of Forever Home Friends toys that I made on the 3D printer, and I think this is much more indicative of who I actually am. Even though I do like wearing suits sometimes, I look really cool in suits, I'm not gonna lie. The main inspiration from this book, you guys might remember, I've talked about this when I was starting to write the first draft of this book during NaNoWriMo 2019. The original inspiration for this book came from when I went to Target and I saw the book Boss Up by Lindsay Teague Moreno, which I have now fully reviewed on this channel. I reviewed it along with my friend Amanda. I'll link up my reviews of that up in the cards. And I've also done some deep dives on Lindsay and her shady business practices. But I saw this book at Target called Boss Up, and this book on the back was like, forget the typical fluffy female business advice. This book is going to tell you, a powerful businesswoman, how to really start your own business. I'm going to give you the real hard-hitting, legitimate business advice. And then I opened up the book and it was like, here's how to make sure you're not feeling too insecure as a mom. Here's how to not let other people judge you too hard. here's how to make sure that you have a positive attitude. And I'm like, that's not business advice. I already have a positive attitude. I already don't care if people judge me. I wouldn't act the way I acted on YouTube if I had any sense of shame. You all know that. And it was just bothering me because I had recently read a couple of other business books that were guilty of the same thing, right? I had done a review in the past of Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg, which focused so much on trying to balance being a high-ranking corporate businesswoman while also having kids and balancing that. And like, that's an important topic, and I'm not saying that's just not relevant to me. I don't have kids. For people who do have kids, I could see how that could be relevant information because like, I cannot imagine how difficult that is to raise kids and run a business. I can barely run my business and manage my dog, right? I get it. For like me who was not looking for that type of advice, the book was a waste of time. And then I had read this other business book that basically it was like, here's how to turn your idea into a hugely successful company. And I was like, perfect. I have my idea. I have the early stages complete. I need help with marketing. I need help with growth. Let's see what we can do. And then the whole book just was like, you can do this. You need to visualize your success. The law of attraction. You need to tell yourself that the success is coming. And I was like, stop. How is this? Like, how do I? What? So I got so frustrated. And then when I saw this book at Target, and it was basically like, this book is going to have the real advice. This time it's going to be the one you were truly looking for. And then I got let down yet again. I went on an Instagram rant and was like, should I just write my own business book at this point? Like, I don't know everything, but I've had to learn so much of this shit myself because none of these books would tell me. So should I just like write a book with what I've already learned? Like, especially these books that are like, what if you need to have a $2,000 investment to start your business? Well, it's important that you get over the hurdle of not wanting to spend on yourself and learn to invest in yourself. And I'm like, bitch, where did you get the $2,000? Where did you pull it out of your asshole? Like, where? So I was just getting so frustrated, and I was like, you know what? I figured this out myself. I figured out how to use crowdfunding. I had an almost failed crowdfunding campaign that I turned around and figured out how, like, I figured this out with the help from asking other people in the time, and I was like, I'm just gonna put this in a book. I'm gonna write my own fucking business book because I am so mad, and I have so many stories and so many thoughts that I could share at this point, and I'm not the expert, but I do have some experience. So that definitely inspired that. And then beyond that, when I started reading Boss Up, I realized that Lindsay, the author of Boss Up, she was so vague in this book, right? She was like, I went from being a stay-at-home mom to running a 7-figure multi-million-dollar business. And I'm like, cool, that's really impressive. What kind of business? And then she was like, I grew my business using only social media. I grew it from nothing to millions of dollars. And I was like, cool. Was your business like social media management, or were you selling a product? Like, what was your business?
It was Young Living Essential Oils.
Sold Young Living Essential Oils with Gary Young, the founder who is responsible for human deaths, who allegedly drowned his own baby moments after she was born. Gary Young, the man who was arrested for practicing medicine without a license 3 times in his life, who started a multi-level marketing company that has faced class action lawsuits for being a cult. She was selling that product. And then she wrote this Boss Babe book and put it at Target, and I was pissed, dude. I was pissed. So I was like, I'm going to make it clear in this book that multi-level marketing companies, that pyramid scheme companies are not a valid way to start your own business. Because it wasn't just that book. It was also Girl Stop Apologizing. You guys remember I did a whole review of that where I was baking cupcakes. And in that book, Rachel was basically like, if you need to grow to a new level in your multi-level marketing company, I'm like, Rachel, that is not, you started your own business. Like, you did a party planning business, you event planned, you did legitimate small business shit. You know that is not the same thing. You know that. So stop lying. Girl, stop lying. How about that? So I was getting mad at that book. And then other books I was reading were not directly saying you can join an MLM, but they were using a lot of the same rhetoric. Like,
maybe you want to start your own business because you want to have more time to spend with your family at home.
And I was like, yo, I see, like, when I was getting this business off the ground, Forever Home Friends, I saw nobody ever. I was like, that is a big ass lie. That is a lie. So I was like, this book is no lies. This is going to be me telling you the real shit. And I even have, so let me just give you guys a little bit of this. Chapter 3, sorry, there's my editing in it. Chapter 3, do not join a pyramid scheme. In the past few years, one of the biggest acts of disrespect I've seen to small businesses is the linguistic appropriation of multi-level marketing companies referring to themselves as small businesses. So this chapter, I'm just flying off the handle, being like, yo, here is why. And I'm hoping that this is not meant for me to just get up on my soapbox and talk about how I hate MLMs, because, like, I have my YouTube channel for that. You guys already know that. But I'm hoping that if someone who is new to business picks up this book and is, like, considering, like, oh, okay, there's a lot of business advice in here, maybe I can apply this to, like, my neighbor who wants me to join her Mary Kay downline, then I can be like, here's why that won't work, and I detail it. Why aren't MLMs small businesses? That's this section. Why aren't MLMs franchises? That's this section. Why do people join MLMs? How can I spot an MLM? But this other business book I read said I could make it big as an Avon lady. That other business book you read lied to you. Sorry. So that's the main chapter where I talk about MLMs. There are a few other places where I bring them up, although that's definitely not the main focus of this book. The main focus of this book is how I started my business, what techniques I'd use, what I'd recommend to other people who are trying to get started on running a business. Got a table of contents over here. Definitely there's a few parts in here, right? Like, I have a section, I have part 5 called The Myths of Boss Babe Life, and in this section, I kind of debunk some of the rhetoric that I find to be manipulative and incorrect. So, for example, chapter 19 is called The Law of Attraction, more like the law of action, because the law of attraction, I'm not saying that it's complete bullshit. I'm just saying that the elements that people attribute to the law of attraction only work if you have a solid plan to follow it up with. So that kind of thing. Then I have chapter 20. The myth, entrepreneurship gives you the financial freedom to be home. The truth, you will not see your family more often. I'm trying to be real with you. Like, am I saying for certain that I know exactly what your business experience is going to be like? No, but I can say from my experience that business owners work more hours a week than people who work a full-time job. That's on average, and that just tends to be what happens. If your business is like you're keeping it as like a side gig and you have another main job on top of that, maybe that won't be true for you, but like in most cases, the amount of work it takes to really get a business going, it's a lot of work. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you about that. It's a lot of work. This book is 21 chapters long, full of business advice, coming out September 8th, 2020. That's my birthday. I'll be having a live stream. I ran a poll on my YouTube channel for what time the best time would be to run a live stream launch party for this book. We're gonna celebrate the launch of it. It's probably gonna be in the evening on that day, so that's a Tuesday. It'll probably be around 8 or 9 p.m. Central. So that's the same time as on Wednesdays when I have my AuthorTube sleepover stream. So hopefully a lot of people will be able to make it for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. Once again, thank you so much to MLM Mombi for the excellent earrings and for all of your excellent work on spreading this important information. I hope you guys all enjoy #SavvyBusinessOwner when it comes out. I want to see how many more videos I can do like this. I really like videos that combine the author side and the business scammer alert side of my channel together, because those are both things I'm so ridiculously passionate about. So I'm hoping to have more of those, but I will see you guys again on Wednesday night. AuthorTube sleepovers on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central, and on Friday I will see you for another video premiere at 11 a.m. Central, and then at noon 30 for my stream with my AuthorTube friend RK Gold, where we are going to be working on writing our novel Cancel Sean Boston together live in front of your very eyes. You won't want to miss it. I will see you all again then, but in the meantime, don't you forget to support small businesses. Happy Monday!
Hit you some nuts.
There was lots of memes.
Makes me wonder if I should take up lesbianism.
Chicago.
You guys asked for it.